Hello, my friend. Are you ready to have more clients? I'm your host, Debbie Shattuck. I am a master at building businesses. I can help you get more clients with super simple strategies. Plus, I can help you with a mindset so you can overcome the drama and the doubt. So let's get started. Before we start today's podcast, I want to let you guys know that Joe and Allison, Couture Fitness Coaching, are giving away a 12-week transformation exclusive to my community. So if you're listening to this podcast, you're interested in getting in the best shape of your life, interested in losing some weight, just being in great health in 2022, click on the show notes and register to win a 12-week transformation. It's valued at $750. And if you have already purchased that from Joe and Allison, don't worry. If you win, they're going to give you a credit back for that. Drawing will be held on January 1st. All right, let's get started. Hi, ladies. Welcome to the podcast. I have with me today two of my favorite clients, Joe and Allison. They are with Couture Fitness Coaching. So welcome, you guys. I am so excited to talk to you guys now on December 22nd as this podcast is airing about optimizing your health for the new year. And so as an entrepreneur, a small business owner, maybe a big business owner, I want to talk to you guys about how getting healthy, getting stronger really could make a difference in their business growth and development. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's great. I know I personally have talked to several very successful business women and men who say, you know, I've got this business thing down. I feel confident in my business. I know what to do. I'm very disciplined when it comes to my business, but they've got this nagging piece that they don't know how to take care of their health, or maybe they sort of know how to take care of their health, but maybe they feel like they don't have the time to focus on it. And so I think that kind of just weighs them down in everything that they do. That it's just in the back of their mind that, okay, yeah, my business is going great, but I've got this thing here that's weighing me down because I know I'm not spending time taking care of myself, and I know it will catch up to me one day.
Yeah, well, I have confessed to you guys that I know for me to get the next level in my business, I feel like getting this piece in order, getting all of it in order is really going to help me get to the next level in my business. As I optimize myself, I feel like it contributes to the success of my business.
Yeah, I think that from just a physiological level, there's something to that. So I think we often think of nutrition and exercise in terms of getting fit and getting skinny or losing weight. But I think there's another side to it. Yes, our programs are designed to help you reach your fitness goals, but to a person, every client that has worked with us, what they first report to us is, I feel so much better and I have so much more energy. And that can't help but help you succeed in your business. So I think that, you know, we have to stop thinking about nutrition and exercise just as a means of getting the weight off and really being a quality of life.
Yeah. And I know as we're doing this podcast right before Christmas, people are approaching this last week of the year, and they probably have been telling themselves all of December, like, here we go, January 1, I'm going to do something about it. And I know for myself, I have really worked on not saying that to myself. I just want to, my thought was, I don't need to hurry up and lose weight. I just want to figure out how to get healthy and strong and have that fuel my business. So for those of you guys who are listening that have businesses, I think that's the approach that seems like it would be better, like long-term sustainable health and wellness. That's what you guys do.
Absolutely. And I think you're very smart to say, I'm not going to jump into something crazy on January 1st, because most of the time that just doesn't work. Even if it works in the short term, usually what happens in the medium or long term is that you'll find yourself actually in a worse spot. So I think, yes, absolutely. Thinking about it long term is the smart way to go. Debbie, you've got that right. And that is absolutely what we specialize in. We definitely take a long-term approach to health and fitness. We are very much not about quick fixes because they don't work. A lot of the quick fixes that maybe say we can help you lose, 10 pounds in a month, most likely what will happen is you will have gained 20 pounds back in 2 months.
So you guys, I'm going to join these guys and their program starting the first of the year. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But I know on one of the questions on the form said, how many diets have you been on? I think it said like, how many diets have you tried in your lifetime? Which again, I want to emphasize to you guys, theirs is not really a diet program. This is a health and wellness to optimize your total health. But I had to laugh like, who could actually answer that question? Like unlimited? I don't know. And I would say that I haven't dieted very much, but we've all been on every diet, I would suspect, tried so many things. What do your clients tell you?
It's very fascinating what we see, which is that the women that come to us, I would say in the worst shape in terms of the amount of weight they want to lose, their body composition and how they feel like on a, in terms of energy levels, they have chronically dieted their entire lives, many of them. And it just is living proof that the chronic dieting and undereating, in my opinion, wreaks very much as much havoc as overeating. That's very, very clear in the data that we get. But this is a really good news situation, which is that if you work with us and you let us help you get your nutrition calibrated, and get you on an exercise plan that's effective and that will work. And all of the things that we prescribe are really a prescription for aging gracefully. The weight loss will come along with it. So you will feel better and you will look better. And like I said, it's just a win-win situation.
I'll add to that. I mean, I don't want to get too into the science here, but dieting is definitely one of the worst things you can do to your metabolism. Like Joe said, the more times you have probably tried to diet, probably the worst spot you are going to be in terms of weight and body fat and just where your metabolism is at. One of the pillars of our program is helping women get their metabolism to a good spot. And our goal for all of our clients, yes, we are weight loss and fitness coaches. It is not just to say you need to eat less. Our goal for all of our clients is to get them to a spot where they are eating as much as they possibly can, and they are also happy with their body. And what comes along with that, with our approach, is that your metabolism will be healthier, and that will allow you to then maintain a weight you love while you're eating more food.
Well, and you guys have told me that almost everybody that works with you actually ends up eating more food than what they were eating, even though they thought they were eating a lot already. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, we have quite a mix. So we definitely have clients who come to us saying, you know what, I'm eating all of the things. I'm emotionally overeating, and I know that I am. And we definitely can help them figure that out. Joe is great with helping out on the mindset piece. But yeah, I would say at least 50% of the women who come to us are simply under eating, and their metabolism is just in such a bad spot, and their energy levels are probably in such a bad spot. Those are some of the clients that Joe mentioned earlier, who once they start with us and we tell them, you actually need to eat more, they're like, wow, once they do that for a while, they can't believe the energy that they have. Some of them, I don't even think realized that how tired they were until they felt better. And they're like, wow, I didn't realize how bad I felt until now I see how good I can feel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of one client who she thought she had a serious mood disorder and she just wasn't eating enough. But once we had to actually double her calories. She was very much under eating. And so, but once we got her calories up, she's like, gosh, I thought there was something very wrong with me, like emotionally, because I was so moody, but I wasn't eating enough. So if you think about that in terms of your business, I mean, just think about the impact that would have if you went from thinking you had a mood disorder to having energy and being able to handle what life throws at you in a more balanced way.
Well, let me ask you to explain, because I know, again, more about your program, but to somebody that's listening that doesn't know what you guys do, how would you compare between like leading weight loss companies that everybody would have tried, that celebrities represent, maybe I should say, one of those programs, compared to what you guys do? What is the difference in what you're offering that is getting the incredible results for clients?
I would say one of the things is that all of our clients get a program that is customized to them. And one of the biggest differences between us and, let's just say, an app or, a program that's quite a bit cheaper that is not customized to you, is that it's not going to take into account what you were doing before. So I mentioned a few minutes ago that some clients need to eat less, some clients need to eat more, and that's not something an app can do for you. It's going to, look at some of your stats like your height and your weight, and it's going to give you a standardized number. And believe it or not, two women who weigh the exact same, some might need to eat more and some might need to eat less. And so I think one of the big reasons why our clients are so successful is because our programs are customized to them. And then I would say another reason, and Joe, maybe you can talk more about this, is we focus heavily on the mindset piece of this.
Yeah, I always say that weight loss is existential work. And actually, anytime you have to apply discipline or intention in your life, I think it becomes existential. So we do a lot with the mindset piece. I think another big difference is if you work with us, you will get a human coach. You will get your own coach that you will check in with every week. And the mindset coaching we actually do in a group setting. So this is different from the mindset coaching, but you will have what I would call your own cheerleader holding your hand, guiding you along the entire way. And I've talked to other people or some of our clients who have done some of the programs you mentioned, Debbie, and they've said that has been what has made the big difference for them, is that they have a plan, they have a very specific plan, but then if something goes awry, they get off track or they injure their shoulder, there's a human that they can talk to and email with that will get them back on track. And that makes all the difference. So we have decided to invest in humans and not apps and algorithms. I think that's how I would say it.
Well, I think that's the same way with coaching too. I mean, with business coaching, I know that I've said on the podcast before, when I work with a business coach myself, my business grows faster because you have that accountability, you have that input, you have a partner helping you. And that's the same kind of thing you guys are talking about with one of the many things you're doing that's different than some of the other people. Tell me about the nutrition piece, Allison, about this, because I know this is one of the things that you really specialize in. Can you talk about, like, if I think I already eat good and I shop at Whole Foods and I buy organic food, and I was there this morning shopping, so I think I'm doing good already. Can you explain to me what is different about the nutrition as you speak about it than what I understand?
Sure. So one thing that we really focus on, and I think a lot of people miss this when they're trying to eat better, is we really are looking at what we call the macronutrients. If you've heard that term, you know that just means the protein, carbs, and fats that you're eating. And I think a lot of people, Debbie, like you said, they might focus more on the actual vitamins and minerals that they're getting out of their food, or the micronutrients. And yes, those are important. You want to make sure you're eating quality food with, good, lots of vitamins and minerals. However, it's actually a lot more important to focus on those macronutrients and eating the right amounts of food. We see a lot of people who just are not eating enough protein. It's really hard to build muscle or maintain your muscle if you're not eating enough protein. And muscle is so important for metabolic health and many other things. Some people are eating what they consider to be a lot of clean food, or maybe they are only eating clean food and they say, I don't touch X or Y or Z, and they might be just under fueling their body, which has a couple of different effects. One, their metabolism is going to adapt to them not eating enough, but they probably are just not going to have the same amount of energy that they would if they were properly fueling themselves. And so we really focus on the macronutrient piece to make sure people are adequately fueling their bodies before we even really dive into some of the micronutrient things that I think a lot of people fixate on first when they're trying to eat better.
So we get to eat carbs and we get to eat fat.
Oh, yes.
Both.
Lots
Right.
of both.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Like we said earlier, we want to give people as much food as possible to still get the results that they want.
So tell me about the fitness part of this, about you guys creating a customized fitness plan. And what does that look like for somebody who has no time in their schedule?
I would say first you have to be willing to find a little bit of time. It's probably a lot less than you think, though. And so we, just like our nutrition plans are customized to you, our fitness portion is also customized to you. So it's going to be based on, one, how much time can you realistically dedicate to working out each week? And then two, what equipment do you have access to? Some people, they like to go to a gym, so they've got access to all kinds of equipment. But we've got plenty of other clients who say, I work out, I'm going to work out in my home, and all I have are a couple of pairs of dumbbells and a chair that I can step up onto. And so we can still build a really, really great plan for them with minimal equipment. And then we also want to look at what experience you have. So we definitely like to focus on weight training. And if somebody has not really done any weight training before, we will ease you into that with some easier exercises. If you're more advanced, we can definitely start more advanced, but we look at that as well, what you are comfortable doing and what you've done in the past. And then we also are big believers on just getting in activity over doing what we call mindless cardio. And so a lot of times we like to set step goals for our clients before we even think about adding in more intense cardio. And that's all I really do for my own personal cardio. You can get extra steps in. If you're thinking about it, it's really easy to get extra steps in. Even while you're maybe on a phone call for work, you can pace around your house. You can take a walk around the block on a phone call. Lots of different ways you can get your steps in. So most people, I think, find that the time commitment is not really as big of a deal as maybe they feared.
Yeah. And I think that this is really a mindset thing as well. I think most of us probably, when we envision fitness, we envision Jane Fonda aerobics or doing some really intense Peloton spinning class or something that's going to destroy your, sweating and be very intense and kind of be, a real big deal. And that's not particularly effective. And so most clients report that the exercise plans that we give them are very manageable and they can't believe how effective they are. And that is really the whole reason I wanted to start this business. Is I've done it on my own where I tried to make up my own exercise plans. And then I've had very good coaches who've done my exercise programming. And I am a busy professional. I don't want to go to the gym and waste time and do things that are not going to be effective. And frankly, I would say, again, 90% of the people coming to us, their exercise programming, it's just not a big total waste of time, but a lot of what they're doing is not effective. So we're going to give you a very efficient workout time that is actually probably going to buy you more time.
And that's super interesting. For you guys who are already going to the gym, you could gain some time back potentially.
Yes. I mean, maybe it's an hour for hour. It's the same, but at least you're going to get results. You are not going to get the same results going to the gym doing 4 hours of cardio as you are doing 4 hours of structured resistance training. The results are going to be vastly different.
So I want to talk about the muscle mass deal because you guys are talking about cardio, which has been what I have heard. You mentioned Peloton, get on, go to Orange Theory, do all the stuff to get your heart rate up, burn a whole bunch. But you guys have a little bit different take on that about building lean muscle mass. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
I'll start, and Joe, you can add on. So yes, we definitely prioritize weight training over cardio for so far every single one of our clients, and probably will continue to do so for every single one of our clients. And for several reasons. So one, we've talked about metabolism a lot. That is one of the best things you can do for your metabolism is put on as much muscle as you can. It's actually really, really hard, especially for females, once we get past even just age 30 to put on any muscle. So really, we may even just be working to keep the muscle that we have. So metabolic health is one big thing. Just preventing injuries. The more muscle you can keep on your body as you age, the less likely you are to injure yourself just doing everyday activities. Joe, I know you had a couple of other things you had mentioned, the benefits of weight training.
Yeah, well, the first thing I want to say is, you're going to have a mindset. If you're a cardio bunny, is like we like to call them, you're going to have a mindset shift that this is not about calorie burn. No, if you go do an hour of Peloton and you don't do an hour of resistance training, you're going to burn less calories doing the hour of resistance training. But science shows that the calories you're burning doing cardiovascular exercise, like a drop in the ocean in terms of calorie expenditure, and you really can't make a whole lot of progress, in terms of calorie burn with cardiovascular exercise. So what we're trying to do is really get muscle on your body so that you are burning more calories at rest. If you add muscle to your body, you're going to be burning more calories all the time, not just when you do the really intense cardiovascular workout. So that's probably a mindset shift a lot of people are going to have. And we've just been socially conditioned to believe that you get in shape by going for a jog or doing a really intense cardiovascular workout. But what I will say is that as we get older, all of that very intense cardiovascular exercise it has a cost in terms of overuse injury. It just does. And as we get into our 50s and 60s, you just can't hit it as hard as you used to doing that super intense cardiovascular exercise. You are much better off spending your time in the gym or at home lifting weights. It's going to stave off osteoporosis, and you are really going to prevent the situation where you break a hip and are on a walker for the rest of your life. So again, another win-win situation. Not to mention the physique results. You are going to like how you look a lot better from lifting weights and doing all that cardiovascular exercise. But first, you got to have the mindset shift that it's got to get out of your head that going and sweating up a storm is what is going to change your body shape. It won't. And I totally get that is a hard thing to get out of.
It is the only non-surgical way to change your body shape. Lifting weights.
But once you get your metabolism in shape, I'm thinking, I'm always thinking business. You guys are talking about your body, and I'm thinking about how it applies to your business. And I think about it's like once you get your search engine optimized and you can be found at the top of the Google page, that's like your metabolism is in shape. Does it run pretty good from that point on once you basically repair somebody's metabolism?
Absolutely. Yeah. If you quote have damaged your metabolism or your metabolism has negatively adapted, it is definitely something that you can reverse and quote repair back to a healthy state. And then as long as you're not making, what I would call unhealthy lifestyle choices like going on crash diets after that, yeah, your metabolism will be in a good spot if you just continue to make these good, healthy choices that we promote. And I think that just has the effect of you don't have to think about food as much. So if you're somebody who maybe you were overly restricting and that took a lot of your mental energy to say, oh, I'm going to resist that donut. You can eat a lot more once you've got a good metabolism going and you don't have to spend all that mental energy maybe trying to keep yourself from eating. You're certainly going to have more energy. That is a fact. And that's just going to help you in business. The biggest piece is just if you've got somebody to help you figure this out, you just don't have to waste your time anymore. There's so much conflicting advice out there about nutrition and fitness and about business. And it's overwhelming to try to figure this out on your own. I mean, that's why we hired you, Debbie, is because we would have been spinning our wheels for years to get to where we came in months. And we probably still wouldn't even be there, honestly. Same thing with fitness and nutrition. There's too much information. And so just saying, all right, I'm going to hire somebody to take care of this for me takes all of that off of your plate. And it's one less thing you have to think about.
What's coming to mind for me is that I know since I did the assessment that I'm going to have to eat more protein. And so it got me thinking about protein powder. And I was thinking like the great thing about having a personal coach is I don't have to get on Amazon and try to figure it out. All I have to do is reach out to my coach and they will tell me what protein powder I need to do. And it's the same way I feel like with my business. People say, oh, I'm going to do this. And I go, oh, wait a minute. Like that's not the right choice, or there's maybe a better way to get there. So that's the real benefit of having you guys like as a partner on this journey is that you guys will fill in the gaps where somebody doesn't know what the right choice is.
Well, I will also add to that. In addition to getting a personal coach, we do have a very active community. We have a private Facebook group for all of our clients, and we go in and actively try to provide information and assistance. So like Tuesday is nutrition day. So we are either posting recipes or menus or tips about protein powder or different things. And people are in there weighing in all the time like about what's working for them. In addition to your coach, you'll be in there with like-minded people who are trying to accomplish the same goal as you are, who are sharing how they're doing it.
I want to move on and talk a little bit, though, about the offer, you guys' programs that you do offer. And before you share those details, since I work with you, I think it's been interesting for me to see how many people don't want to leave you. They're getting the results and they want to stay. And they want to stay not just for more results, but they want to stay because they want to be a part of what you guys are doing. So I know that as you talk about some really fantastic programs to support somebody for like a year-long change, do you want to talk about that?
Sure. So we are offering a special program right now called This Is Your Year. It's a year-long program, and you will get a year couture fitness and nutrition program totally customized to you. You will have a personal coach. You can go to our website and read all the biographies of our coaches. They are amazing. You will get, the mindset coaching, the Facebook community. Then what we've added to it is sessions with a personal stylist. We've partnered with a personal stylist. Her name is Kathleen Watson. She's amazing. She does virtual styling because believe us, if you work with us for a year, you are going to probably need an entirely new wardrobe in a good way. And also it's just something, as I've coached people, that's what our clients want. They want to feel good again. They want to be taking care of their health. And what they've all told me is they want to open their closets to a closet full of clothing that fits them, that looks good on their body, and that they are, excited to wear. So we are helping out with that by bringing Kathleen on board. She'll also be popping into our group and sharing tips. And also to people who sign up for this year-long program, she has an online styling course that you'll get access to.
Well, what is the price of self-confidence? I mean, really, it's priceless. When you change the way that you feel about your body, it changes your self-confidence, which has a ripple effect into every single area of your life.
Totally true.
Yeah. So it's priceless, you guys. As you enter the first of the year, do not go run and buy a Peloton bike right now because you think you need to hurry up and fix it. Don't go do anything else, but get in there and get connected with Joe and Allison and explore what they have. It's a different way. It's a different approach, but it is a approach that works. It really does. Is there anything else you guys want to add about your programs? You want to share more about that, the details to it, how they can find out more?
Sure. I think probably the best place to start is our website, www.couturefitnesscoaching.com. If this topic just interests you, but maybe you're not ready to pull the trigger yet, we do have a private group in Facebook called Boost Your Metabolism After Age 30, where we're also there, posting tips and tricks and lots of information about how to invest in your metabolism. A lot of people want weight loss, but I think after you work with us for a while, what you will realize is that it's really just exquisite self-care that is going to allow you to age gracefully, feel good, and really spend your mental energy on bigger dreams than just the diet du jour.
So how do you feel about resolutions? Since everybody's thinking about a resolution right now to do the weight or the get in shape, what are you guys' thoughts about that?
So I am a big fan of James Clear and Atomic Habits. I think it's good to have a big aspirational goal, but as he says, what you really need is a plan. And so go ahead, build that big aspirational goal, but make sure you have a solid plan to actually have some hope of accomplishing it.
That is exactly the way I feel about business, you guys. Whoever is listening, that's the same thing. Like you got to have a plan in place so you know where you're going. So as you start the new year, get with these guys and get a plan in place to change your metabolism, to change your body, to change your life, and let that change everything else. Allison, you want to weigh in on the last word? And then I will tell people how they can go sign up to be able to potentially win 12-week transformation. We'll be doing that drawing on January 1st. Do you want to add anything else?
I think we've got it covered. Go sign up for our free 12-week transformation. It's just for Debbie's listeners, so exclusive to them. Go ahead and sign up. You'll get everything that we talked about today, and you will learn how you can increase your metabolism.
I want to mention, if you are in my community, some of you guys are already working with Joe and Allison. And let me just tell you, this offer is extended to you too. If you're already working with them, you either get a refund for the 12 weeks that you're in, or you can add on another 12 weeks, which is what I think you should do, and stick around just a little bit longer with them. So go over there and get yourself registered, and somebody is going to win something that's going to change their life for sure.
And I do have one thing to add. We talk
Sure.
about big impossible goals in the Life Coach School, and we do have clients reaching big impossible goals. So we have one client who started working with us in June. I had her set a big impossible goal, and she pulled a number out of thin air. She has lost that amount. It was 25 pounds. She has lost that weight and then some. And you guys, she looks like she could walk off of a fitness model cover or a fitness magazine cover. She looks amazing, better than she ever thought that she could, and truly more fit than she has ever been in her life at age 43. So big impossible goals are possible with us.
So much fun. You guys, thank you so much for the privilege of helping you with this business, for being part of the way that you are changing so many women's lives. I'm excited to be on the journey with you. I'll keep all of you guys posted on my own progress too. All right. Have an incredible Christmas and a happy new year. And we'll see all of you guys in Joe and Allison's Couture Fitness Coaching Program to get transformation for you too. All right, my friends, are you ready to get more clients? Let's go do it. Have an amazing week. And if you guys want that business assessment, I want to help you with your business. DebbieShatta.com/let's chat, LETSCHAT for a free business assessment. Until next time, bye-bye.